Hi everyone, welcome back. For today's mani, we're going to be using dip powders from Krival Nails, and we're going to be creating a thing 1 and 2 Dr. Seuss mani. It is day 6 of our Dr. Seuss series. So before we get into this mani, we're going to start out with some color blocking here, and I'm just placing that color blocking kind of close to the cuticle area there. I really wanted to do some chunky glitter placement there, and then we're going to place a decal underneath that color blocking. So we're jumping into this mani today with the gel method, and we're starting off with this gorgeous color here called Cozy Cashmere. You're going to see here these colors kind of have a fall vibe to them with the names, but these colors are gorgeous staple colors. And wait till you see this glitter we're going to be diving into in a little bit called Silver Bells. It is phenomenal, and Wool Blanket is a very gorgeous like gray color here, and it has like the most gorgeous coverage. So you're going to see Wool Blanket in just a second here. But what I'm doing right now is I am going in with that second dip here on that nail. I did cure in between dips for 30 seconds. So anytime you see me brushing off here like you see here with that brush, I am doing 2 dips, just know that, and then I'm curing off camera. So with the gel method here, I am just doing thin layers of gel base on that nail, and then I gently dip it into the jar. Again, when you are using the gel method, just make sure that you are taking your time, make sure that your layers are very thin, and that you are dipping into that jar with a gentle, delicate hand, because if you do bump that nail kind of hard, you will move around that gel base because it's not going to be cured until you cure it, and then it's going to be completely cured, and then you can do whatever you like with it. But how gorgeous is this gray? Isn't it stunning? It's like a light gray. It's super buildable. It's very full coverage. It's not that like chalkiness to it. It kind of has a slight, I want to say slight taupe undertone to it, and it is stunning. I feel like this is such a great color to have in your collection. And it is very, very full coverage, and I love it so much. So again, I cured for 30 seconds. I'm dusting that off, and we're going to go in with one more layer here of this beautiful gray color here. Now, the colors that we're using today have nothing really to do with like Dr. Seuss. I really wanted like a cooler tone mani, and then I really wanted to do some like muted colors, so that's why I picked Wool Blanket and Cozy Cashmere, because I really wanted this glitter right here, isn't it stunning, to speak for itself. Silver Bells is such a gorgeous glitter. It's a mixture of fine and chunky glitters, but when the light hits it, it has like this pink iridescent to it. You could use this color with so many different colors. I mean, even an orange would be amazing for Halloween. Just the way that this glitter reflects is just so stunning. The Barbie collection with Krival Nails, this would look good paired with any of those Barbie colors, and Barbie's Jeep, that Silver Bells would look stunning with that. So there's many different options you can do with these fun wintry fall kind of cozy dips. I just feel like sometimes I want to showcase dip powders that are not really relatively new and people may have forgotten about them. Plus these colors are great staple colors, right? I mean, Cozy Cashmere and that gorgeous Wool Blanket, those right there are phenomenal on their own, and they're just really good colors. If you like more of like a neutral color or more not like such bright vibrant colors, these are going to be your jam, and this glitter is everything. We're also going to play with this glitter too. We're going to do some glitter placement on the Wool Blanket nails. So now I'm going to go ahead and take that color blocking tape here off the nail here, and it is coming off here, and I just took that press-on nail off that stand here. Now, if you're doing this color blocking on your natural tail, this 3M tape works wonders on your natural nails or on your enhancement because it really sticks down onto your skin. And then I'm just going to clean up this line and make it a little extra crisp here. So I'm just using that Krival nail file here and just crisping up that line here, and then we're going to go back in with that Cozy Cashmere because that's going to be the base for our decal, and I really wanted to place a fun decal underneath this color blocking nail. I love color blocking and adding a decal to it. This is the second time that I've done that now, and I really like how it looks. I like the color blocking like right here, this mani right here without the decals. It's very just like it's just so pretty on its own and just elegant. So you're going to see kind of two different ways this mani would be if you didn't do a decal versus if you did a decal. So that's something that you're going to be able to see too. But these colors right here with silver bells are phenomenal. All right, so now that we cured that, and I'm going to go ahead now and clean up those sidewalls and the free edge. And this is all the filing and buffing that you're seeing here that I needed to do for this mani. And it was super easy to file and buff. Now, you will see a trend with the Krival nail videos that I do that the filing and buffing is really easy. So I did the rest of the filing and buffing off camera, and now we're going to go in with some decals so you can really see what that mani looks like before we go ahead and add these fun Dr. Seuss decals. But before we go in with those decals, I'm just going to do a layer of gel base on all the nails before we go ahead and do those decals. So what I like to do anytime that I'm using decals is I like to do a layer of gel base, and I like to cure it for 30 seconds because what that does, it gives that nail a little bit of a tacky layer to really help those decals lay super flat to the nail. So now we're going to go ahead and dip this decal right into that room temperature water, and I had it in there for about 30 seconds. And this is the decal that I thought would be super fun to lay underneath this color blocking. So now that that's cured, that gel base, I'm going to go ahead and stick this decal right onto this nail here, right under that color blocking, and then we're just going to move it around a little bit. So I'm gently moving this decal around to exactly where I want it. Now with this gel base that I'm using, I do have a little bit of wiggle room. Some gel bases you cannot move the decal at all, so just be really careful when you are trying to slide a decal around after you place it on that nail, because this decal is already laying super flat. And how fun is this on this color blocking nail? That's like our accent nail, so we kind of have a lot going on. We have some sparkle and color blocking, and then a decal. Now we're moving on to the thing one nail here. So we're going to be using two decals here, and I'm going to slightly overlap them. Now overlapping decals and kind of playing with different ways to layer them is super fun. I did a red fish, blue fish, yellow fish, I'm struggling with the name, but you know what I'm talking about, mani yesterday, and I layered a whole bunch of fish together, which was super fun to do on a nail. So if you haven't tried layering decals, I highly recommend it. It is super fun, especially if you have a light colored base like we have here, a base color here on this nail. We're using that cozy cashmere. You're really going to be able to see the layering, especially with these bright colors and the legs of thing 1 and 2. So now we're moving on to thing number 2. I'm just going to finish up placing these decals on the nail here, and these decals laid very flat to the nail, where I did not need to go in with a flat brush and clean anything up or anything like that. I'm just going to go ahead and seal in these decals right away with a layer of gel base, and then I'm going to cure that for 30 seconds. That's just going to make sure that those decals are laying very flat to the nail. Okay, so now we're going to play with silver bells, and we're going to do some glitter placement. So I already applied a layer of gel base to this nail, and I did not cure it, and now I'm just going to hand place some of those larger glitters all over the nail. Now, Krival Nails has by far the best chunky glitters. They are so unique. There's textured glitters. Like this one right here has a little bit of texture, but there's even like crazier textured glitters, especially from the Cleopatra collection. And the glitter placement is really fun to do. It's very easy. It's another way to kind of tie in some nail art. It's a very easy thing to do. I feel like playing with chunky glitters and kind of placing them in a unique design or adding decals is a very easy way to implement nail art and kind of just jazz up your mani. Even though applying a decal is a little bit easier, hand placing glitter does take a little bit of time, but we are using gel base, so it's going to stay wet like this until we cure it. If you are using dip liquids, you can still hand place glitters. You just might have to go in 1 or 2 more times with that dip base to keep hand placing those glitters because it will dry quicker. But if you are doing the gel method, you can really just take your time and just get those glitters to where you want them. But I really like hand placing these glitters. It was really fun, and this wax tip on the end of this precision tool was amazing. Now, sometimes I like to do glitter placement with an orange wood stick. There's no right or wrong way, but with these bigger glitters, it was super easy to do with the wax tip. So now I'm just placing a little bit more glitters there, and then that's all I'm going to do on this nail, and then just place another tiny one right underneath that bigger piece here, kind of tie in that first glitter placement that we did. But super fun. And then we're just going to do a little bit more here on that pinky. Now, I seen some really awesome inspo pictures on Instagram with glitter placement. I seen someone do like a whole bunch of different designs, creating like different patterns and stuff with glitter placement. So options are endless when you're playing with glitters, but I just wanted to keep it simple today and just kind of create a slight design to just bring in some more sparkle to this mani. And Silver Bells was definitely the glitter to use. So you can see here when that light hits it, how it has like this like purple and pink effect to it. It's kind of like an Aurora kind of vibe to it, that glitter, and then it has like these lines on it, so it's really pretty. And again, you could totally pair this glitter with anything, but that's all we did for the glitter placement. And then I'm going to put a layer of gel base on the glitter placement nails, and then we're going to cure that for 30 seconds. And then to finish up this mani, we're just going to go ahead and finish up with a layer of gel base, cure it for 60 seconds, and then here's the finished mani. I love it so much. It is so fun. Right now, thing 1 and thing 2 definitely fits the Dr. Seuss theme for this week. And then this morning there was a bonus upload, and we started the morning out with some green eggs and ham. So overall, it's just a fun mani, and these colors are just fantastic. They're great staple colors, and that glitter, we already know I'm obsessed with it, but I just feel like these colors just really just tied everything together. And then we have a little pop of color here with those decals, but overall super fun. So I hope you're enjoying the Dr. Seuss series. We have one more video left for tomorrow, and that is going to be the final video of the Dr. Seuss series, and then we'll get back on track to our regular scheduled manis. But I'm having so much fun playing with these decals, and I hope you are enjoying it. Again, let me know what your favorite Dr. Seuss book is in that description box below, and I'll see you all in the next upload.